Hey there, my name is Alexis, and today I'd like to give you a little bit of an update on a report that I'm doing for my tech writing class. So a topic that is really dear to me is activity and inactivity in the workplace. And by activity, I mean physical activity. And this is something I'm really passionate about. As a student, I study at a desk all the time, and it seems like I sit way too much. If I'm not studying, I'm watching Netflix or doing something else, probably sitting. It seems like the only exercise I get is walking to and from class while I play Pokemon on my phone.
I have to admit that it is a lot of fun and addicting, and I do get motivated to move around and be active, but it's not part of a really healthy lifestyle.
Of course, most adults don't spend all their time playing Pokemon in between classes. In the real workforce, you're usually sitting at a desk from 9 to 5. I had a little bit of experience doing this while on co-op with GE Aviation. There, I sat at my desk for most of the day. Every other day, we ordered lunches that weren't necessarily very healthy. There was one point where I got so tired of sitting around all day that I even bought desk pedals for. One of the biggest reasons I'm really interested in writing about activity while you're working is diabetes. So I personally have diabetes, and I've had it for about the last 4 years. But I'm not the only one. There are 29.1 million Americans who live with diabetes as of 2014, according to the Center for Disease Control, or the CDC. That's 9.3% of all of Americans. Only 1.25 million have type 1 diabetes like me, and the other 27.85 million people have type 2 diabetes.
This is a vial of insulin and something that keeps some diabetics alive. However, every 5 minutes, there are 2 people who die of diabetes-related causes, and in those 5 minutes, 14 adults are also newly diagnosed.
Because of my experience as a student, and as a worker, and as a type 1 diabetic, I thought it was really important that people stay active while they're working, and so I wrote a report. First off, I started with an outline of all the ideas I want to present. Here you can see my outline on the right. It then turned into a table of contents on the left. Microsoft Office actually has a table of contents tool which you can use. It's really helpful. I used it on co-op. I'm going through each topic one at a time, starting with nutritional information.
Here's some of the nutritional information I found. All of this is based on the food that I was able to eat on co-op, and not necessarily the healthiest. I also did a lot of research on standing desks. This is some information based on research that I found from the CDC. In the figure you can see that they found an optimal position and an optimal size desk. It just depends on which desk you get. Here's a list of equipment that companies could buy. The top is different desks, which I'll have to add a description or either pictures to later on, and the bottom is different fitness devices that you can get, like Fitbits.
That's just some of the research that I have finished so far. I just have a little bit left to do on how much activity people do in the workplace, as well as how much activity they should do on a day-to-day basis. From there, I can combine all of my research and then figure out the citation style to use using Microsoft's citation tool so that it doesn't distract on the importance of activity in the workplace. From there, I then just have to add my visuals and format the document so it's easy to read for anyone. The final thing that I have to do is figure out the plan of action and what I should suggest to different companies about what to do about activity in the workplace. There's a lot of different combinations and a lot of different possibilities that I could take, and I haven't quite figured out the best way to do it yet. But once I do that, I can finish my draft and send it to other people. Maybe you'll even read it. For now, thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you!